Hey guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Ania, and today I hope you're joining me to plan for the month of June. First of all, I hope you guys are doing well. I've missed chatting with you guys in the comments, so I'm happy to be posting another video for you. So this month I decided to go with a plant slash, I think it's called a banana leaf theme. I'm obsessed with this aesthetic every year once it starts to get warmer, and plants just bring so much life to a space, so I'm doing the same thing in my bullet journal. By the way, the stickers that I'm using for this month are freaking gorgeous. I was obsessed with the way they came out and super happy that I decided to go with this. It is on clear sticker paper and this is not matte, so it is shiny and there will be some glare in the video, so I apologize in advance. I am planning on purchasing some sticker paper that won't do this in the future, but for now, this is what we have to work with. So I have to say that I love the way that this cover page came together. I'm glad I took the time to redraw this outline because it was way too big at first and just looked really awkward, but the end result is just, I freaking love it. I was just like obsessed with it. I was like, oh my god. It came out so much better than expected. So I'm pleased to say that even though I'm stressed and my sleep schedule is all over the place, I'm actually doing really good and I'm really excited to jump into a new month. You didn't ask, but I'm so excited because I'm ready to tackle new goals and build stronger habits while I am free from school for the summer. The people around me have really been motivating me to get my life together. So finally, I feel like I have to and want to make changes, and I really think it's just because I know I'm gonna have some free time on my hands, and I'm the type of person, I just love having things to work on, like projects and stuff. And believe it or not, sometimes, you know, after not being in school for a semester, I really miss it, really want to go back, and so that is why I am currently still in school, because I just really enjoy it. But you know, sometimes you just have to learn when you need a break. I thought that I could go through the summer, do another 5 classes, and just tough it out to finish early. And as I draw closer to the summer, I have really just mentally checked out. So I think I'm just doing myself a favor by just giving myself a break. There really is no need to rush anyway, so sometimes you just gotta do what's best for you. So a quote I heard today said, "You don't wake up and just become the person you want to be. You have to work towards it and put in some effort." I feel like I've been waking up expecting to have my life together and my problems fixed, but unfortunately, that's just not how it works. By the way, do you see that cover page? Like, oh, chef's kiss. It just really came together. I also threw some white out on the calendar page because I did mess up and draw the line too long. I hate when that happens, but I just had to keep it together because I'm like, mistakes happen. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. Also, you'll see that there's some like blotches towards the end of these lines. I don't know what was going on with my pen, but it does this a couple times. It doesn't bother me too much, but if you're kind of like a super perfectionist, that might bother you because it looks a little funny, but again, we're just rolling with it. Also, I know you guys have seen these leaves before. I bought these from Michael's. I really like them, and they just happen to fit so perfectly with the theme that I figured, you know, I'll just use them again. You know, it's can get a little bit expensive to buy new props and stuff, but I just really enjoy having that aesthetic, and I don't know that anybody else uses specifically like flowers and leaves and stuff the way that I do. So in the name of keeping something uniquely me, I just I really like decorating the background that way, and it looks a little funny right now, but I will fix it later, so just hang tight. So as I was saying before, you know, like, you can't just wake up and expect everything to be perfect. That's just not the way life works. And also, it'll never be perfect, and I'm totally okay with that, but I just need it to be better than it is right now, and I just need to be better than I am right now. You know, we're always working on ourselves, always moving forward. I feel like I say that every video, so if you're tired of hearing it, I apologize, but then again, I don't, because it's true. So Anyway, it can be really easy, especially for those of us who are students, to just fall into a hole of doing the same thing every single day. And I think knowing that I have a summer to relax kind of re-inspired me to use this time as a new beginning. So you don't need to have like a definitive start in order to start something new. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be New Year's, it doesn't have to be the beginning of the month, it doesn't even have to be on a Monday. You could just choose to start. And so that's kind of what I decided. This is the perfect place to talk about this as I'm making my habit tracker and workout routine. But I decided to start a new workout plan, and so that's gonna start on a Sunday. And yeah, it just goes to show that you can just start, and I'm purposefully starting before the summer because I don't want to wait until I finish and then be like, oh, well, like I finished, so I deserve to relax. Like, no, I just want to build the habit now so that I can just keep going through the summer while I have more time, really ingrain it into my schedule. And that way, in the fall, when I start school again, I'm hoping that it will be so ingrained and I'll have built a really strong habit that I won't have to stop and adjust for the school year. That's kind of what happened this year, along with some other stuff. And last year with COVID, it just really threw me off my game. And so we're just trying to regain that momentum. And another thing, if you've done it once before, you most definitely can do it again. It might not be the same path to get to the end goal, but you'll still reach it. So that's another thing I'm trying to keep in the loop and just remind myself. So I just migrated into a new bullet journal. You'll probably have seen that video before you see this one. And that video will also be in the card. So, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. But since I'm free outside of work, I am ready to start taking care of myself, like really taking care of myself, and ready to just have an amazing summer. And not because I just expect it to be an amazing summer, but because I'm actively going to make it a really good summer. How am I going to do that? By putting myself out there. If something is going on and it's safe, then, I will enjoy that. I will be incorporating walks back into my routine as well as running back into my routine. I'm fortunate enough to live by a really pretty lake, so I always have the opportunity to go there and see tons of dogs and birds and all kinds of stuff. So I can always use that as an opportunity to get outside and just enjoy the weather when it gets warmer, and I don't know, just different stuff that I can do with other people or just alone to just say that, yeah, I had a pretty good summer. That's all I'm after. And I hope it can inspire you guys to feel the same way too. We got this. So in other news, you guys know that I'm really big on saving, right? Like, I feel like I've said that a lot. And so I'm actually really close to hitting a really big savings goal of mine, and I actually kind of can't believe that I managed to do it. But that's the thing about building a habit and making things non-negotiable. You start to realize how easy it is to keep it on track once you just say, this has to get done no matter what. So it was actually pretty easy, and that's the craziest part, is it wasn't a huge struggle to get where I'm at, and I don't feel strained or pressured or like I don't have enough or that I have too little. It just was actually pretty easy. So I have a video on my channel telling you how to reach your savings goal, but now that I'm so close to a bigger milestone, I might have to do an updated video. So let me know down below if you'd be interested. And the updated video will obviously talk about how I did it and what things I do every month in order to like keep pushing me towards that goal and things like that. So I have some resources on my channel already, but I just feel like it'd be really cool to just make an updated video and just say like, hey, I did this. And I'm a normal person, I work one job. I don't make any money from YouTube or anything like that. So nothing will be included in there except my full-time job, which is the reason that I have my savings in the first place. So if you're just a regular person just like me, I think some of the knowledge that I have would help you out a lot. So just let me know if you guys are interested. So these next 2 pages coming up are 2 pages that one I haven't had in my bullet journal in a long time, and the other is a revamp on a spread that I typically have every month. So this spread is my recipes to try spread. So along with getting back on my, workout grind, I also decided that I need to start cooking again because, the fast food addiction has gotten a little bit out of hand. I blame Chick-fil-A because that's where I always want to eat. So I think having recipes that you really enjoy cooking and you really enjoy eating are just like the easiest way to get on the right track. And I do have some recipes that I already know that I like that I've eaten in the past to help me do this, before. So I really want to like write those down, try some new ones, and just kind of have that as a backbone for when I'm feeling really tempted to go out and get food, and I can be like, no, this is really easy, this is really quick. I can just turn on the air fryer, the oven, whatever, make it really quick, and then I'll be satisfied. And hopefully it'll help me lessen my intake of fast food. So I already don't drink soda, as you guys know, and my main source of liquid that I drink is water. So I feel like I'm doing okay on that front. I also really love cranberry juice, which is kind of a problem because it has so much sugar in it, but I can't help it. I freaking love having a glass of cranberry juice in the morning. And like I was saying, for my goals page, I'm actually doing like a goals page that I would do in the beginning of the year. But when I was creating my migration, I actually had to tape like 3 full spreads together because I tried something different. I hated it. And instead of just sticking with it like I typically do, I was like, I have to do this over. So the end result that I actually have now, I'm obsessed with it, but I just could not handle the first round. So I was going to do it there, didn't have space, decided, you know what, I can just throw it in my regular goals page because, my monthly goals, it looks pretty much the same. I typically will have like my main goals for the year, and then every month I will break down those big goals into actionable steps that I can do all throughout the year that will inevitably get me to my big goal. So that is what that page is. And I feel like since this is a new bullet journal and June is kind of a turning point, and I actually updated a lot of my big goals from the year, I just decided it was like the perfect place to put it, and it just made sense to me. I didn't want to go through and like redraw all of the planning I'd done for the spreads, so I just decided it can go there. And that was just one of the adjustments that I made, and I think it's totally fine to make adjustments. But of course, right now I'm working on my weekly ideal schedule, and you guys have seen this has been in my bullet journal for a couple of months now, and I still really like it. I still think it's really helpful. I also think it looks nice, so it meets all the requirements for me. And then you guys know, next step is going to be my gratitude log. Still not taking this out of my bullet journal. It will probably always be in there as long as I have one. So there's always something to be grateful for. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that. I promise you, if you have a gratitude log, you will have a better life. So, in other news, when this video is going live, I will be posting a short stating the winner of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, along with all the items that the person won. So thank you to anyone who entered, and keep in mind that I plan to do more giveaways. So if you didn't win this one, please do not be worried. I have plenty planned for the future. As I continue to reach milestones, I just want to be able to give back. And so I know this one was kind of interesting because I didn't do international because I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm looking into that. So hopefully the next one will be open to everybody, but we got some time before we reach 2,000, so I have time to kind of decide what I want to do and just make it good for the people who support me, because that's the whole point. So yeah, we're working on my first week of the month, and I had a little bit of fun with this one because I printed out this page of like this whole leaf, and then I was like, wait a minute, like what am I gonna do with this? So I ended up using it in a cool way, and you'll see that in a second. But other than that, not much has changed for the weekly spread. This is just the layout that works. It's the layout that I love. It's the layout that I have the most space in, so I'm sticking with it. we are coming up to the end of this video, so you'll have to let me know what your thoughts on everything I said down below was, or if you have any advice or tips, just let us know. This is what I was talking about, by the way, the way that I used this picture that I printed. So I just cut it around the sides, and I think it looks awesome. I think it's kind of a really fun detail to add to the spread, along with some more of my stickers. You could see that glare there, but in person they look really, really awesome. So if you'd like to see how they come out, be sure to check out my Instagram, because they will be posted on there glare free. Alright guys, we have come to the final flip through. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for entering the giveaway. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers, and I hope that I will see you guys in the next video.